Good morning. I'm Elvie from Meadowlark Log Homes, and this morning we're starting something new. I'm waiting on a lowboy haul truck to come and take our 850 John Deere crawler dozer down to a house site. The house burned down this summer, in the summer of 2022. It's a log house that we built for Steve and Lisa Hollet in January of 2022, and it burned down through a forest fire. So I have not been to the site yet. I'm leaving this morning, take the truck or lead the truck down with our dozer, and we're going to start cleanup. Yesterday was the first day that they started. There was an excavator there that piled some things, tore the basement apart. So I'll take the dozer and we'll see how that goes to clean up, pile the trees, the burned up things, and smooth things out and prepare the area for rebuilding. The cab hooks onto the trailer, and then with the hydraulics, he picks up the trailer and gets it all hooked back together again. Got all the chains on, and we're ready to take this down to Steve's. There comes the truck with my dozer on it, my 850 John Deere. We're almost there. I have not seen the site yet that burned, so it'll be something for me to experience it, especially after we built that house, and the house was almost done. We built this log house January 2022. It was almost done and it burned down at the Elmo Fires here in the town of Dayton, Montana. They call it the Elmo Fire. So unfortunately, their house was one of just several that burned. There was not a lot, but I think 10 homes. So I'm seeing it ahead of me now, the whole mountainside. So we'll get this truck pulled in, unloaded, get the dozer. I've got to walk it up to the site. It's going to be a ways up from the place of unloading to the site with the dozer. I've got to take it and run it up the road. There we are. We're going to unload right here. TCI, this is Thompson Contracting from Liddy, Montana, are donating this lowboy truck for this fire restoration. So we're here, we're gonna load right there. And then I'll have to take that cat and drive it up this road. The way we took all the logs up last winter to that house way up in there, about 2 miles up there. That's how we're gonna have to do it. Turn my switch on. Hit the button. I'm back at the site. Let's get an overview of what I did yesterday. Here's the view of the lake and the house, the old house site right here, which we're going to smooth out and put a bunch of trees there to burn. I'm going to push these trees this way to pile them there. And then I'm going to build a road, a driveway, where the dozer is sitting, like from that direction up around to the new building site up here somewhere. Now that, because the fire took all the trees out, they can create a big clearing and set the house up in that clearing to get a view of the lake. I especially like this big rock behind me, and I wonder if Lisa would like the house up in this area. Check out the view from this spot, like right where I'm standing for the house site. I dozed all the trees behind me yesterday from this area right here and brought them all back that way. So we're going to do some more cleanup, wrap this up, bring the road around right there, and see if they would like their building site somewhere where I'm standing here. But check that view out. Okay, let's get to work. I've got almost all the trees cleared now. I'm going to start the driveway around there, all the way around the edge down to where the dozer is at on that side, because the house is going to go in here somewhere. So now it's time for the driveway. So we've been working here. Steve's been felling trees, and I've been on the cat. I think we got the cat work done at least the clearing part and the driveway part. So we're dusting, dirty. What do you think? How do you think it looks? What do you think Lisa will say when she sees this?
I think Lisa is going to be thrilled with this. She was nervous and scared, but I think she's going to be excited. And I think you've done an amazing job here, Elvie, and we're excited for something new. So this is great. It's a really exciting thing.
We're standing pretty close to the building site, probably just a little downstream from us, 100 feet or something. Who knows exactly, but somewhere in this clearing. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty amazing. You got the view there. Steve will cut the rest of those trees down and we'll be able to see that whole valley right there without those dead trees. It's a beautiful sight. So this will be the restoration of their dream, a little bit smaller from what they had before. And we want to thank everyone who contributed to the GoFundMe, and
yeah, absolutely,
which is helping out.
We're overwhelmed with the community and how many people gave us support on this.
So we're looking forward to getting this going. And the lake is just amazing, absolutely beautiful. So I'm coming off the mountain, and I got the clearing done for Steve and Lisa. When we offered to help them out with a log structure, we put a log home for auction, and they're getting all the money for it. When we did that, and somebody else started GoFundMe for them, raising money to rebuild, I didn't know if they're going to want to build a log home again, or even if they're going to rebuild, or what their plans were. I didn't know if they're going to buy a Meadowlark Log Home, but we just offered our services and donated the crawler dozer for that. And other people have been donating a lot of things. So some company donated the gravel for their new road. And so they told me yesterday they want to build another Meadowlark Log Home. It's going to be smaller. It'll be similar in design, but smaller, because they don't have nearly the money they had when they started. And so that's exciting. They're going to order a house. We'll follow up with you guys on what they're going to order and what they're going to build. And then, our schedule is full for about a year and a half. And so we want to try to fit them in somehow. But our regular customers have to be taken care of too. So we'll see when we can fit them in to our schedule. Talk to you guys soon. On my way down the mountain, near the highway, I just had to stop and get a little video for you guys. The view, the lake here, Flathead Lake. Here is where we had put the logs with the semi trucks. They'd come here, unload the logs. We transferred them to our trailer and hauled them up the mountain for their other house that we built last year that burned down. And so there's a view, Dayton, Montana. So I felt like saying a few more words to people who are concerned about the forests. If people are truly concerned about the forest, they would, the laws would be such where there's more thinning and more management, more cutting of the trees, because if you don't thin them out, they burn down, which is a terrible environmental disaster. It's a scorched earth, kills all the trees, animals, birds, insects. So this fire that went up through this area was just devastating to a number of homes. And so I really want to, I hope people learn, or people would be aware of the need for forest thinning, forest management. That's one of our problems. There's not enough of it. The radical environmentalists have shut down a lot of the forests for harvest. And so they become very dangerous, and because they'll burn down. So we need forest stewardship to keep our planet beautiful. And so thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. I'm driving to Steve and Lisa's site. This is my last morning on the dirt work. I spent part of 2 days clearing the land, building the road, and this morning I'm going to fill in the area of the old house. So the house burned down, as I mentioned before, in this forest fire. And then we cleared the land for the new site, and I got to put the dirt back and cover the old house. That's the house that we built, and it's going to be covered this morning, and then I'll be done with the cat work. And I'll bring the dozer back home And then Steve and Lisa want to come and order another log house from Meadowlark. They want to come next week and talk about it and talk about which model they want to get. But they're going to build something similar but smaller because their resources have been depleted considerably. So I got to get to work here. I'm almost there. I'll give you a shot of the burned out area here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to point out the building site of Steve and Lisa. So I'll point right to it. First, this area here is what burned all the way back past those hills there. Now I'm going to bring the phone in. I'm going to tell you exactly the building site that we cleared, that I cleared the other day. Put my finger right on it, right there. That's the building site of Steve and Lisa. And the drive, you can even see the roadway right there. That's the clearing we made with the dozer.
Elvie, thanks for coming so early in the morning from Libby. We're here to finish up the last of regrading of the old home site. And hopefully when it's done, we're gonna have a nice grassy knoll here to look out and move on to a new step in our lives. Pass this old house, give it a good burial, and then we're gonna start new up the hill. Oh.
Yep, this is the old house right in front of where Steve is standing. And we got mountains of dirt here. So right down here is the old house. I'm standing on it. And we're gonna take the dozer and get this dirt all pushed in and get these mountains of dirt pushed back so this is all nice and smooth when we're done. So let's get started. We're going to finish up this area here, bring all this dirt back up in here and cover this building site. So right behind me, right here was the old house. Not looking too bad. We'll get all this smoothed out. So we got this done now, and I want to make a little video for Jeff Jr. and Christian Turner, you guys, because you met Steve right here in this house right here.
Yeah, Junior came out, the boys came out and saw this, and they fell in love with Meadowlark work and my location, and we became friends already. They're just such nice guys.
Yeah, this is where you guys visited the house, and we got this all done. This is the cat I talked about, my 850 John Deere. If you guys build, we can take this cat and excavate. You guys will have some fun doing some YouTube running that cat right there. So we did all this while Steve watched. No, he was
hey, I was cutting trees.
He was using a chainsaw. Supervising, yeah. But so with the cat, I got this cleared here. Well, this is the last thing I did is got this all smoothed out here and a neighbor's excavator, and then I cleared all of that land for the new house, which is going up there. They just told us they're going to build another Meadowlark Log house, so up there. Anyhow, I want to give you guys a little clip of what's happening. This just got done. I'm going to walk this cat off the mountain. I thought you might find it interesting because you visited Steve and Lisa. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.